from the News Channel 5 Network. This is SCORE on Business.
Hey, welcome to SCORE on Business. I'm Pete Hendricks, a serial entrepreneur, and your host for today. You know, a lot of prospective entrepreneurs aren't sure where to start, so we'll start providing a tip on each show. Also, SCORE offers low-cost classes at no charge counseling specifically to guide folks through thinking about starting and succeeding in business. The first step would be either attending our Start Your Business workshop or reaching out to SCORE for an initial appointment, and the website is scorenashville.org. So, we provide low-cost seminars most Saturdays and some evenings. In November, we have Start Your Business, Write Your Business Plan, Develop Your Business Model, and more. So for those who are kind of thinking about whether they want to dip a toe in the entrepreneurship pond, those are all classes that are geared there. Information on all these events is available at scorenashville.org. Click on the Workshops tab at the top of the page. Now, your tip for this show. In considering a business, think about what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve it. Making lots of money, trouble finding a job, or having more free time aren't good reasons to start a business. The hours are long and it's stressful. Having passion and drive about what you want to achieve are important. Okay, let's get to our first guest. We've got Judd Larson and Ed Moody here. These two gentlemen are founders of Restorify Restoration. They're both CFO level finance professionals with day jobs and an interest in being entrepreneurs. They saw an opportunity with their skill set. I messed that up, but they saw a good opportunity, and their skill set fits to drive and maximize value for customers within the restoration services industry. So I messed that up a little bit. Tell us about Restorify and what you do.
Pete, appreciate the opportunity here. Restorify, you know, what we do is what's in our name. So we restore people's homes and businesses back to, you know, pre-existing conditions after there's been a fire or water, mold, wind, storm damage, or of any other sort. So we restore people's lives back to normal, and that's what we do. So when anybody has damage to their home or business, we want Restorify to be the first place that they call.
Awesome. Awesome. And you all just received a designation with one of the companies that works a lot with restoration type companies.
That's correct. We were just selected as an elite partner for Code Blue, which is a third-party administrator for you know, for mitigation and restoration claims. We basically partner with insurance companies to make sure that their customers are taken care of.
And the designation came from a organization that the insurance companies use to.
Yeah, that's correct. That's Code Blue is that partner.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we're very fortunate with that. Yes.
Well, you know, it's like the old saying, the harder I work, the luckier I get. Okay. So it's always important for entrepreneurs to watch for opportunity as well as being forward thinking. So how'd you come up with Restorify?
Well, actually, we were introduced to this industry from a fellow that I knew from church. He had been in the restoration industry for about 10 years. He had worked for several franchise owners for within a large franchise company that's based here in Nashville, and he expressed a lot of angst and displeasure with how the franchise model was working for him. Owners didn't have the procedures and the policies to help enrich their employees' lives, and that kind of dovetailed into how they interacted with their customers. So we just that piqued our interest. We learned a little bit more about the industry, got involved in understanding what opportunities there were to kind of open a restoration business in this market. We talked to several franchise companies. We did our market research. We built a business case. Ultimately, we decided not to go down the route of a franchise company. We thought an independent route was better for us because we could define our own culture and really execute on what we think is important. Also, it gives us the ability to invest directly into our business versus giving it back to the franchise company. So our motto today is, do whatever it takes. We empower our employees to do whatever it takes to make it right for the customer, and that's a differentiating factor for us.
So you just got into a thing that's really important, and entrepreneurs that are starting businesses need to differentiate. Why should people deal with them? So tell us about, you started going down the road of differentiation. Tell us about your focus on customer satisfaction and what you're doing to build a culture as well as compensate team members to drive customer satisfaction.
Yeah, well, you can't expect your employees to have a customer-centric focus if you don't have that internally. So that's really what we've done is we've built our teams around making sure that they're incentivized for customer satisfaction, whether it's reporting back after the fact on surveys that we provide to customers or even just word of mouth. So part of their incentive comp is directly based on customer satisfaction, based on their direct interaction, as well as on an overall company. If we're going to focus on it as an entire team, there's also another component. We provide profit sharing for every employee from the top of the organization down, only because if everybody's focusing on customer service, and we believe that customer service is what's going to drive people either back to us for repeat business and or referring to their friends, we want them to be involved in that reward as well. So every employee also has profit sharing. So to sum that up, I mean, we provide 2 points of value for our employees, whether it's direct incentive comp for their interaction with customers as well as the overall company performance as it directly relates to customer satisfaction.
Yeah, and what about culture? Whatever you're doing to kind of let people know that customer sat's what's number one?
Well, one of the first things that we've done is we've given no doubt to all of our employees, that it is the number one metric that we will look at. Okay. And I think Ed might have, he alluded to it in his other things that whatever it takes is what our motto is, and we stand behind that fully. Sorry, at one point we stand behind that fully by giving them carte blanche ability to do whatever it takes to make sure that the experience is above satisfaction for everything they do.
Okay, we need to take a quick break. Hey, we'll be right back. Thanks.